Okay, so if you really like a woman, but you haven't yet had sex with her or kissed her or started dating her, should you tell her that you have feelings for her? Is that the way to go forward from a normal friendship, just a friendly sort of interactions that you're having, to having sex with her and having a relationship with her? It really depends on two main things: how you say it and whether or not she's sexually attracted to you. Okay, so I'll get to how you should actually say it, but let's go through a structure in this video so you get this done properly. Here's what I'm going to be explaining for you. Why it's usually a bad idea to tell a woman that you have feelings for her before you've had sex with her. Mistakes guys make when admitting their feelings to a woman. How I tell a girl that I like her. How to recover if you've already messed it up. There is one exception where it's not a bad idea to just tell a woman that you like her, and that's in the case where the woman is really shy and she doesn't really believe in herself, and she's likely worried that if she shows any signs of interest in you, that you're going to reject her. So in that case, you could just tell her, hey, by the way, I want to let you know, I like you. I like you more than just a friend. You're, there's something about you I really like. And just say that to her so she knows, all right, cool, he actually does have an interest in me. And then from there, what you need to do is organize to catch up with her, whether you go out for drinks, whether you go to your place or her place, and just get cozy on the couch and then escalate to kissing and sex, right? If she comes to your place or she invites you over to her place and you're sitting on the couch, after you've already told her that, hey, there's something about you, I like you, more than just a friend sort of thing, and she's interested in seeing where that goes, then it's a signal from her that, hey, she is open to kissing you and having sex with you, right? So you can go down that path. But pretty much every other case, with every other woman, you should avoid telling her that you like her before you actually have sex. Some of the reasons why it's a bad idea: it can make her feel like she no longer needs to impress you, right? She can get the sense then that, okay, you're sold on her, that you really like her, that she really doesn't have to do anything else to impress you, and, basically it's just done, right? And that takes the romance, the mystery, the suspense, the anticipation out of the sexual courtship. From our perspective as a guy, you see a girl and you're like, I like her, I'd like to have sex with her, right? But for women, it doesn't work that way in terms of how quickly they escalate to sex in a relationship in most cases. Obviously, you can get one-night stands, and I've had, probably more than 100 of them, but when it comes to, a woman that that you're escalating through the process, that you're going through the process of a sexual courtship, she doesn't want to get the feeling that, okay, you just come along and pop the balloon, and, all the anticipation that has been building up is just gone now. It's like, okay, yeah, right, he likes me, and this isn't going to be really exciting when we kiss and have sex, right? She wants to feel that rush and that thrill of the chase, the excitement of, is he going to kiss me? Are we going to have sex? Is this going to be a relationship? She wants to go through that because she's a girl, right? Women want to be thinking about all that sort of stuff, right? They want to be tossing and turning in bed at night. They want to be talking to their girlfriends on the phone, like, oh my God, like, does he like me or what? Like, because he said this and he sent this text and he sent that text. They want to be doing that sort of stuff. If you as a guy are doing that sort of stuff with your friends, your male friends or your female friends, you're talking like that about a girl that you like, then you're behaving like a woman, right? What a man does is he likes a woman and then he just flirts with her, creates a bit of a sexual vibe, sees that the girl is showing interest back, and then he organizes to meet up with her, or he has sex with her that day or night, right? Gets her number or whatever. It doesn't sit around like, so she kind of looked at me this way, and I'm pretty sure that thing that she said during conversation, that's thinking like a girl, right? A man who believes in himself, a confident man, is just going to see that the girl is interested. He's going to notice that she's flirting with him when he flirts with her and creates a sexual vibe. He's going to notice that she likes that and she wants more of it, and then he's going to escalate. Another reason is that it can make her feel as though she has to lead you. Generally speaking, when it comes to the sexual courtship, a woman wants to be led. She wants you to take the lead. She doesn't want you to say something like, oh, by the way, I have feelings for you, like, I like you, sort of thing. And then it's like, she has to say, oh, okay, well, look, tell you what, Wednesday, come to my place, we'll have dinner, and let's hang out. She doesn't want to be behaving like a guy. She wants for you to lead the way and for you to set something up. It can kill the sexual tension, as I was talking about before. It's all building up between you and her. She's tossing and turning at night, and then you just come along and pop the balloon. before you've even had sex with her, right? Before you've even had that magical moment where, you know, you're looking in each other's eyes and you're hanging out at her place or your place, or you're out having drinks and you're looking in each other's eyes. You know, you look down her mouth and you look up at her eyes, and she just holds the eye contact. You put your arm around her back, the lower part of her back, you draw her in, and she keeps looking at you. It's like, can't get any more obvious than that she wants to kiss you, if she doesn't start kissing you already. But if she doesn't and she's right there, bang, start kissing her. You know, that's a enjoyable release of the sexual tension because you're doing something sexual. It's kissing and then sex. And an unenjoyable release of the sexual tension is when you come along and just reveal your feelings to her, because it's not about that before you have sex in most cases, right? You know, 100 years ago, 150 years ago, when a man had to court a woman and then go ask her father for her hand in marriage, you know, it's a little bit different. But in today's world, you got to get right to it. Okay, another reason, it can give her too much power in the situation. So what I was saying before, she doesn't want to feel like she's doing you a favor, right? Women want to feel like they're lucky to be with a guy like you. They're lucky that you're showing interest and that you want to take things further, right? They don't want to feel as though, you know, you're this guy that really doesn't have many other options with women or any other options with women. She showed you a bit of interest and now you're like, you know, by the way, I've got feelings for you, sort of thing. Women don't like that. And the last one, it can ruin her attraction for you. Women are mostly attracted to a guy's confidence and masculinity. You telling her your feelings isn't a demonstration of your confidence and masculinity. It's a demonstration of your self-doubt. Because if you were a confident alpha male and you knew what to look for when you're interacting with women, you knew how to flirt with women and create a sexual vibe and then look at how she's responding, then you would do that and then you would just move it forward to phone number, kiss, date, sex, all that sort of stuff. You know, you would just move things along. But if you're a self-doubting sort of guy, you're insecure, you don't have much confidence in yourself when it comes to women, and you throw that at her, that's not going to make her feel attraction because that's an emotional weakness that you're displaying. Self-doubt, you know, lack of confidence is an emotional weakness. And women are attracted to the strength of men and turned off by the weakness. So you displaying that, in most cases, when you say to a woman that you have feelings for her, apart from what I was talking about earlier, when the girl's really shy and she thinks that you're going to reject her, in most cases it's going to be a bad thing. Mistakes that guys make when admitting their feelings to a woman. Right, so what a lot of guys do when they're in the friend zone with a woman, they've known her for a while, and they've got a crush on her, they have feelings for her sort of thing, they tend to give indirect compliments to her and they say things in a very non-sexual way. It's always so friendly and polite and just like what a friend would say, you know, a nice friend who's not interested in sex. You know, so if she's wearing a sexy dress or if she's looking sexy that day, what the guy will do, he'll say, oh, that's a nice dress. Oh, well, you look nice today. Oh, I liked what you've done with your hair. Oh, you got beautiful eyes. And say that sort of bullshit, right? Because that is not what you're really thinking. You're really thinking, I want to bang her. You're really thinking she's sexy. I'd like to have sex with her. All right, so instead of bullshitting to her, instead of lying to her, right, just be direct and honest. And just say to her, well, you look sexy today. Look at you. Look at this in the red dress. I like this. And it's like, give her that compliment because then she knows that you have a sexual interest in her. You're not just trying to be her friend. And that way the dynamic between you and her can change, right? If it's just always this polite, reserved bullshit, right, that you just, oh, you look nice today. Oh, I like your jeans, sort of thing. Like, you know, it's just, it's a lack of confidence that you're displaying. It's self-doubt. You know, like, if she is out there meeting other guys, or she has opportunities to meet other guys, and she comes across a confident alpha male who just says to her, he just looks at her and goes, look at you. You're looking sexy in that dress. Bang. He's going to have sex with her. He's going to have a relationship with her. And you're still going to be her friend. And the other mistake is being too sensitive about expressing his feelings. So a guy contacted me recently and reached out for some help with this. And what he said to this girl that he's known for about 3 years now is he pulled her aside after a party and said, the moment I met you, I felt this connection between us and I was interested in you at one point. And the girl then laughed and, you know, chuckled at him and said, look, if you want to hang out, just text or call me. He's basically saying to her, you know, do you like me too? Can you sort of lead me along the way here? Can you sort of say, oh, I like you too. Let's hang out. Let's catch up. You know, the guy is basically asking her to lead. And that's not what women want. But in that case, she did lead. She said, okay, well, look, if you want to hang out, then text me or call me, sort of thing. So she is basically put in that position. Now, it doesn't mean that he can't recover from that, because all he has to do from now on is just behave in a more confident, masculine way. Believe in himself, flirt with her, create a sexual vibe, and then move it forward. Right? He doesn't have to get stuck on, okay, I made a mistake, or that means I've ruined it. There's amateur advice online that'll tell you that, if you say it the wrong way, then you've ruined it forever. These people don't even know what they're talking about. I'm making a point of this because the guy that actually reached out to contact me said that he believed now that he'd stuffed it up because he'd learned that, if you express your feelings to a woman, then it's ruined, and it's like, it's not. You just got to start being more confident and manly from now on. You got to start doing it the right way. You got to start going through what I call the flow. And if you want to learn about the flow is about the sexual courtship, right? The process that you need to go through. By telling a woman your feelings and expressing your feelings to her, you're actually going against the flow of nature, the flow of a natural sexual courtship. You're doing it wrong, right? So if you want to learn in more detail about talking to women and then going from a conversation to kiss to phone number to sex, or conversation to kiss to sex, that sort of stuff, then read my book, The Flow. So how do I tell a girl that I like her? Well, as I was saying earlier, I talk about her being sexy. All right, I don't talk to a girl and say, I feel like we've got a connection, like I'm in some sort of soppy romantic movie. What's going to happen is her and I are going to have sex, and then we're going to start a relationship. So what needs to happen is there needs to be a sexual vibe between her and I, right? It's not like in the movies where you tell a girl that you got feelings for her, and then the music gets really loud, and then the passionate kiss happens, and then they live happily ever after. In the real world, you got to be more confident about it, more masculine. And what I do is I flirt with women, and I'll say things like that they're sexy. So if I'm talking to a girl, instead of me just having body language like, oh yeah, right, okay, so what do you do for a living? Oh, right, okay, yeah, well, oh, yeah, and how long have you been working there? I don't put on that sort of fake persona. I'm just real and masculine all the time. So if I'm talking to a woman and, even if she's talking about something as boring as what she does for a living, I'll just look at her like this, I'll look at her mouth, look up at her eyes, and I'll have that sort of sexual vibe. And then I'll tell her that she's sexy. I'll say, you're sexy, and I'll just say it like that. And she'll be like, ooh, what are you saying, and get all girly about it. One of the keys to making women feel sexually attracted to you is making them feel girly, right? So if I said to her, like, you're sexy, I just wanted to tell you that. That's not going to make her feel girly, right? I'm coming from a masculine place when I say, you're sexy, in the middle of when she's talking, and it just throws her off and suddenly she feels girly, sort of thing. And if I want to, if she seems a little bit shy, a little bit self-doubting, then I'll say something like, you're sexy, I like you. I'll throw that in as well, I like you, right? So that way she knows, okay, she's got the nod of approval, she knows that she's not going to be rejected by me. And that, for some women, will then make them feel more confident around you and more comfortable moving things forward because they know where they stand. So, how to recover if you've already messed up? Well, it's pretty simple, right? One thing that you need to do is not feel as though you've messed up. You see, women are mostly attracted to a guy's confidence, right? Your belief in yourself. And a guy's masculinity, a guy's ability to make her feel girly, to take the lead, to think like a masculine man and not be tossing and turning at night thinking, well, she said that, does this mean this? Acting like or living and feeling and being like a feminine man, right? You don't need to be like that. Just be confident, believe in yourself, and as a result, she's going to be more naturally attracted to you. And then you just flirt with her, you create a sexual vibe, and when she starts showing you interest back and showing that she enjoys the flirting, enjoys that you're telling her that she's sexy, enjoys the sexual vibe, then you just escalate to kissing and sex. Right, so I hope this video has helped you out. If it has helped you out, please click like on the video. If you'd like to learn more, the book that I recommend for you is my book called The Flow, and that's the sexual courtship, right? The flow of a sexual courtship. It's not only about that though. In The Flow, you'll also learn about what to say, how to make women feel attraction for you, how to be more confident, how to be more masculine, how to display the personality traits that naturally attract women, how to go from a conversation to starting to kiss her and starting a relationship, how to start dating her and things like that. It's an amazing book.